All right, welcome everybody to the final race of the evening and the final race for the summer series. Coming up after this series, of course, in a couple weeks, we'll have the fall series. Just a little prelude to that. We're going to have the super late model series here at Lanes Raceway, but we're not putting Eagle motors in them. Everybody's going to be liveried up like their favorite driver, clear-coated bodies, the whole nine, and they're going to look really, really sharp. Front or rear tires on front and back in those cars. Not to mention, they're going to have a 10-27 gear ratio, which is pretty much the fastest gear ratio for the GRCs that we've ever come up with. So that's going to be pretty exciting. Not to mention, we're going to have a new 72 pitch LMP class, GTP class for the orange track, and then the famous IndyCar class here at Lanes Raceway, where we'll race on the oval one week, and then the following week we'll be back on the orange track. But without further ado, we head over here to the oval track here. We can see Randy Kirtley on red lane, Gunnar Vinder on white, Glenn Burden on green, Robert LaFoon on orange, Gerald Whitaker on blue, Jackson Darty on yellow, and Cole, what's your last name? Farley? Farthing? Okay. Cole Farthing on purple. Sorry, folks. Anyways, racers, are you ready? Watch your lights. All right, so we've done a little bit of preliminary adding. Now we're going to go back and take a little bit of time between this time and next week for our banquet. But anyways, our check's in. Big old check. Somebody's going to get their name wrote on it. Now the top three is definitely going to be Jackson, Gunnar, and Glenn. So we'll see how they kind of work themselves out there. And if they're able to get some replace there. So that was a strike there on purple. And that's what it boils down to too, is being able to get replacements now on your races. Now Gunnar has a big one, orange, green, and purple here. Okay. Gunnar has a big one he can replace, 75 pointer, and he'll be able to, if he gets first place, I believe he's got a chance at passing Jackson. But like further details are going to have to be known. I don't want to go into super detail because I haven't had a chance to look at it all yet, but my wife's got it added up, and that's what she thinks. So we'll have to wait and see. Now, Glenn Burden here, he's in this race. He's got a perfect 400 in the NASCAR series here. So, blue is going to get a strike. And red and white. So, the brutality has already started. Minute and 42 seconds in this round robin. And the only person that hasn't had a strike is yellow. So we see two cars coming off here in the backstretch, or over by Dead Man's Corner here. It's going to be blue and red. Blue second, red second. So right now, Randy's got 2 strikes, Gerald's got 2 strikes, and Cole has 2 strikes. Everybody else that has strikes has 1. And just like in baseball, 3 strikes, you're out. We still have a whole lot of heat left to run this. As we see a car come flying off the track here. And that's purple. That's their 3rd strike. Yellow, their 1st. we got track call here. Did it not take off? Yeah, it happens. No, right there. Yeah, because they wasn't in a wreck before the track got shut. So just make sure the braids are flicked up a little bit. Guys, the tracks are getting cleaned this coming week. So the braids are starting to tarnish a smidge. Hey, everybody wanted grip. I gave you grip, but it's at the cost of less connectivity. Let's put it that way. See a car to the high outside there. That's going to be a strike on white. They're second. Looks like we got a couple cars here involved in an incident. That's the jawbreaker Glenn Burden. That's his second. And blue, that's third on blue. Third on blue. A very eventful first heat here. We got red, white, and green also on the block here now with a minute left. So white now going to take its third strike.
Get ready.
1 minute left in the heat. 5 cars now on the track, or 4 cars, sorry. They go to cluster up here a little bit. We got a flag call, and that is going to be on yellow, their second strike. So chopping block green and yellow right now. Orange has 1 strike. Another car comes off. That's going to be orange. That'll be their second strike. Everybody on the chopping block now.
Get ready.
I don't think we've ever had a heat where everybody has wrecked out, but that was pretty close. So heading over to the track mate, we see Jackson in lead 71-68 for Glenn, 67-67 for Robert and Randy, 28 for Gunner, 19 for Gerald, and 18 for Cole. But just cause they came out, guys, this is as you can tell, this race ain't over by a long shot. That was our first round robin. If that leaves anything to how this race is going to go, we're going to have a lot of popcorning back and forth. Go ahead and clear those out. Head back over to the oval and be right back with you. Sorry, Jack. 4 red lights dropping out to green, and Jackson's on the mark. Lynn says that orange is in trouble. Right now, Jackson currently in the lead. Glenn Burden, of course, there on blue lane. As we get a car coming off there, that's going to be for Black Lane. Black Lane going to take a strike here. And a car shot to the high outside up on red lane. And that is White taking a strike. Excuse me, I got a little indigestion there. I just drank me a big old bottle of water. Full red lights are dropping out to green. It's been a very good summer series. We started out with so many people we could barely run the races. And it kind of dwindled off as people kind of figured they wasn't going to make a running for the top 3. But that is our regular Crown Series for the seasons. And, you know, coming into 4 Crowns, though, is a bigger deal. Blue and red going to take a strike here. Because as we go into those, we not only pay out top 3 positions, which make serious amounts of cash in 4 Crowns in November, but we pay out the top 10 positions. So, you know, that keeps everybody going strong during the 4 Crowns, and that goes all the way to the beginning of the first of the year. So, you know, it's November, December, and even sometimes January. So it's a 3-month-long process, but it keeps people interested because they're running for such a high purse. And they worked so hard year-round trying to get there through all these little Crown Series. So it's, you know, just to have red and green getting strikes there, just to have all of that experience from the whole year sticking with Lanes Raceway and sticking with all the rest of these racers all year long, and it all accumulates right there into that one big 4 Crowns so that we decide who's going to be our king for the 2025 season. Jay Latham represented it very well all season long. Throughout every season we had here, he's been in it and represent himself as king. So he's going to either hang on to that crown in the 4 Crowns and remain king, or he's going to step down and let someone else lord over the land. As for our lords of the land, Glenn Burden representing the Purple Crown from last year, which is the IndyCar Series. Guillermo Sire with the blue and the green, which I believe was the Dirt Late Model and the NASCAR Series. And Randy Kirtley Red Crown, which was the Wing Car Series, which that ended kind of spectacularly. So Blue's going to take a strike there, his second. But I'll tell you what, I love coming into here, experiencing the racers get better, and they have gotten quite a bit better since we've opened. And not to mention, they've all had worked together to get to where that they're at here. And it's just a accumulation of all that together when we come into the 4 Crowns and seeing all these guys going for that big series. Now, of course, the 4 Crowns, it's not going to show up as Lanes Raceway going live. It may for a couple hours until I can get it fixed, but we have a playlist that we set for the 4 Crowns, and you'll be able to go and check which crown you're keeping track of, whether it's the red, the blue, the purple, or the green crown. And then, of course, that's all lap based, so it's our main event. I like to think of it as our worlds, I guess you would say. And that's going to be a strike on black and orange. So orange taking their first strike, black second strike. But I'm super excited for the 4 Crowns. It's the only Series 2 where the members actually get personalized shirts, and on the back it shows how well they performed in the 4 Crowns in each crown. Blue and black. blue, black, and white. So blue's out and black's out. And we see Zach here behind us. He's up here running on the orange track. A very impressive wing car racer Zach is. He got one just stock out of the box here at Lanes Raceway, and he's running Wonder Rubbers on our track, which most people can't perform very well running 2 Wonder Rubbers. A lot of the guys will run 1 Wonder Rubber, 1 treated fish or fish rubber, but he runs both Wonder Rubbers, and I'll tell you what, he runs with the guys. Orange going to get their second strike here. Like I said, guys, it's a bloodbath out here for the Fairview IT Management Cup Series. And I'm hoping, like right now, you know, I'm trying to parlay this stuff to you, but I'm also receiving outside information to give strikes and move camera angles and stuff like that. So I kind of get broke up when it comes to my train of thought. But right now, I'm the only person there is. Trackmate 138, Jackson and Randy tied for first. 131 there, third place. 129 fourth for Glenn Burden. Third place, Robert LaFoon, 131. Gunner there in fifth with 92. Cole, 76 with 6th, and 7th. Gerald Whitaker with 73. But yeah, sometimes I lose train of thought trying to swap back and forth through all this stuff, so bear with me, guys. I'm doing the best I can do out here. I know a lot of guys don't really appreciate me talking over the race and everything, but there are quite a few guys out there over the road that truck, like Dana and Jay and a few other people that are, I hate to say this, but in school, that listen to it while they're in school. But you know, it helps them understand about where each one of these racers are located. But yeah, I do lose the train of thought. I'm not a professional by no means. I just picked this up as a hobby. I do enjoy it. I do enjoy giving everybody commentation here about these races. Jackson over here, let me see if I can get him on the screen here. He's over here doing a dance. Get here behind me and do that dance again, Jackson. Do it again in slow-mo like he did. Yeah. Jackson, he keeps me in stitches 90% of the time here. There's Zach there running his...
Let the chat know I just escaped from the trash.
Say what?
Let the chat know I just escaped from the trash.
So Jackson says, let the chat know that he just escaped Glenn's traps. Now, of course, he's running a NASCAR there, Zach is, but our chat, of course, I mean, I can come over here and show you, but I haven't even opened our chat up. We are doing this live, but we're streaming to 3 different places: Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. So chat just really doesn't work good with Restream.io. If I could give any comments on Restream.io, I mean, it does a fairly well job with mediocre internet for sure. But I would like to see them come out with something that actually works good with all of the chat accumulated together. Now, they do have Restream.io chat, but it just doesn't work really good. Because I would love to be able to talk and communicate to those that do watch our live stream. And sometimes we get it to work. We get two of them to work all the time, but we can't always get that third one to work. Facebook is a pain to get it to work. 1 minute and 47 seconds left in the heat. We just got this baby rolling. Randy Kirtley in the lead by 1 lap now. Jackson just trying to do his best to stay in there. Now, Randy Kirtley ran for Jackson last week, so Jackson does have a pink dot on his car, but he's going to have to win to collect. As you see a car to the high outside collecting 1. We're going to see some strikes take place here. See Glenn Burden rolling around to collect those cars. The nose of Robert LaFoon's car there on red, pretty damaged, and the blue car of Randy. Going to take a strike here. But yeah, I'm very excited to see come the 4 Crowns just how things are going to work out now that everybody's ran I made a misspeak in one of our previous streams about what was going on to the 4 Crowns. So we know the Group 20 wing car, but I think I said GTP Group 12. Now, that is not the case. It is open wheel modified is going on. So Group 20 wing car, open wheel modified, and then we're fixing to find out here very, very shortly what the Summer Series is going to be, and that'll be next week during the banquet. We'll do a quick live stream like we have been doing, and do a little bit of a celebration and a check holding, and then we're going to eat some chicken wings, folks. We don't have any preliminary races next week. Next week we're, whoa, as I about got hit by a car over here. Next week we're actually going to get liveries and stuff for the upcoming Super Late Model Series. And then I'm going to go and clear coat all of them. We got one of them set up. I'll grab it here and show you. It's Glenn's. Now, it doesn't have a livery on it. Is Yellow getting a strike, or is it just getting pushed through? Is Yellow getting a strike? You just pushed it through, or is that getting a strike? You get a strike? Okay. So yellow, purple, green, and blue. It's a big one. Yellow, purple, green, and blue's got 2. No purple. Black. Okay. No purple. All right. I scribbled out purple because I don't want to erase everything. So at 1:27 seconds during the break, I'll go grab what the super late model looks like. I think a lot of you guys will enjoy that class for sure. It'll be very competitive, about like our FCRs, but it's 4-inch chassis like the truck series. So I think we're going to have some close racing on the oval for that for sure. The only difference is that they're going to be a lot heavier, and you know, I think they'll be able to carry a lot more speed with the bigger tires. So red and green going to take strikes here. Green second and red second. With 1:18 left to go. This is round robin 3 of 8. Randy Kirtley in the lead by 1 lap with 161 laps. Jackson Doherty 160 in 3rd position, and Glenn Burden 154. Roberts 3 laps down there in 4th, and Gunner is several laps down there in 5th position. Cole and Gerald are fighting it out 97-93. 4 red lights dropping out to green. Here we go. Still a whole lot of racing left to go. It could all end in just 15 to 20 seconds as we get a hard shunt there from purple, getting blasted to the outside wall from black. Coming into that corner there. So purple will receive a strike there. Now that'll be purple's first strike. So now we'll just put an X through it. Probably going to come to you sometime in the next couple of days with a quick live stream off of my phone just to show you some of the progress on the roof down there at the new Lanes Raceway. I know a lot of the guys getting excited about that. Now right after that we'll have the ceiling, the walls, and the floor painted, and then we're moving in, folks. So I hope everybody's getting excited about it like we are. 2 people coming off there. We'll see 1 strike there for Cole and another strike for Gerald. So they both got 2 strikes now. They're both on the block, as we call it. Glenn Burden reaching down there, grabbing them. But yeah, I'm super excited about moving in down there. You know, we're going to have a vault there to keep all the guys' stuff that want their stuff locked up at night. And that's going to come with some nice caveats. And I don't know if that's going to be day 1 or not, but it'll be trickled out if not. To where that they can always keep an eye on their box, whether they're on their table or whether they're locked up in the vault. You'll always be able to keep track of your stuff on your phone. So that will be pretty cool. That's all AI integrated stuff. And my brother from Fairview IT Management, he's the one that writes all that stuff up. And he's one of the only people right now in the world writing stuff for AI. So that's pretty cool. If you need anything done, whether it's networking, AI, anything to do with the computer, give them a call there, Fairview IT Management. They know everything, man. I'm not going to sit here and lie. If they don't know everything, he'll read a book on it. But I've never seen anyone behind a computer like him. So definitely give him a shout. He's also the sponsor of this series. So green and black going to take strikes. Now that's black's third and that's green's third. Both of these guys are going to be setting out.
Get ready.
And he wants to use AI here on the slot car, kind of bring it to the forefront and have some AI technology built in to actually follow the cars to where you're not getting motion sickness, but it actually like zooms in on the car and follows them, and he believes he can make that happen. So that's going to be exciting. We're definitely going to be experimenting with that down there at the new track. Of course, we'll have a quarter-mile drag strip. We're planning on doing some live streams with that when that happens. Some tractor pulls here in the fall time coming up in the fall series. We're going to have scheduled tractor pulls here. Now you can get in as easy as a 4.5-inch GRC with a 929 gear ratio and 4 ounces of weight up front. You can get in, and that's our stock class. Now everything else, you just stack whatever you want, bring it in here. It has to be a 1/24 scale slot car, but that would be our open class, so that'll be pretty cool. Now that is the end of this heat, so let's go ahead and clear these strikes out and head over to the track mate. We see Randy Kirtley there in the lead, 209 total laps, 204 for Jackson Daugherty, 202 for Glenn Burden there for your top three. Very, very close top three there. Robert Laffoon right there, just right behind him by about 10 laps there with 192. Cole Firthing with 139, Gunnar Vender with 132, and 106 for Gerald Whitaker. Heading back over to the oval, let you watch these guys work and be right back with you. All right, folks, I'm going to take you over here. I went in there into the shop real quick, and this is our next series here. Now, this is a caveman body. Now, this is not liveried up. It's going to be liveried up like the 71 Hudson O'Neal peak car when it's all said and done. But you can see that's a bad toe-bone dude. Now, it's running Mid-America Hoosiers front and rear. We'll take the body off here, and you can see the setup here. Now, these are fronts all the way around. Now, they are allowed to fingernail polish the fronts here, and that is a 10-27 gear ratio on the back with a stomp motor. So I think it's going to be a pretty exciting and pretty class, to say the very least. As we head back over here to the oval, minute 55 seconds left to go in this heat, just getting it started here. 2:15 for Randy Kirtley. He's kind of walking away there in the lead. Jackson up on top, 2:12. He's going to have some come down for his final four. So that's going to be good for him. Randy, of course, going up top. It's going to be a close battle between these two. So we see a car shunting to the high outside there. That's going to be Blue taking a strike there. So we head back over to the oval. But yeah, I'm super excited about the, and I'll tell you something, man. All you guys know, like some of the guys take slot car stuff really, really serious. And we want to do that here. Maybe get in some Flexi Challenge series, maybe some Womp Womp stuff. Just take some series into consideration and kind of link ourselves with other tracks. We would love to do that. And I'm down to travel to places, set up live streams, and have a nice series. Maybe make a T-shirt and combine our tracks, because slot car tracks are a dying breed, but they're just as fun as they've ever been, and the adrenaline is full. You guys know racing slot cars since you were kids and stuff, that it's just like real racing, big car racing as we call it. The only difference is it doesn't cost you as much, and especially in the off season, you gotta have something to do. Now I know that the spectacle has been kind of died down a little bit with video games, but there's something to be said about tangibly touching something that you actually can possess and own, where video games just can't do that for you. Like in a video game or a simulator, you don't actually touch your car, you don't actually work on it. It's not as personal as slot car racing, and that's why I think slot car racing has made it as long as it has made it, is because everybody gets to put their hands on these cars, and it's something emotional about that. So Orange is going to take a strike there. So we definitely want to push any kind of slot car racing. I love watching all kinds of slot car racing. I just watched the Australian finals last week over there at Show Me Your Slots. I can't remember what channel it was on that I was watching, but I'm sure it's probably the owner's channel. I don't know. But I talked in their chat, and their chat room was working great. And they were processing it at 1080p. The days of us being able to do that in 60 frames would be great. The internet's just not that good here in Livermore. But nonetheless, I see a lot of slot car guys and gals doing a lot of oval racing and stuff like that, and increasing more and more of the watchability of this slot car racing, and I consider it a sport, So it's exciting to see more and more of it, and it gives me something to do on the weekends. I like watching it. So black and purple going to take strikes there. They're first. Orange and green. So that's Orange's third. So Orange going to come off here. And something else we want to kind of leeway into, and they've been doing it for years, is RC streaming. So we're going to have an RC track built for down there, and it's going to be cut out, and that's going to be pretty exciting, running some 1RC action. Some of our slot car guys never touched an RC car before in their life, but come to find out, those cars are not all that fast, is what I've heard. But that's a good thing for an entry-level kind of group of guys. We're just going to keep it stock. Whatever 1RC sells is going to be legal to run, but no aftermarket parts, just to keep it simple. Everybody has to run the controllers that they come with. And I think that'll keep it simple and fun. And if it works out good and things go good with that class, we may branch out and do different types of RC. But just something a little extra to do at Lane's Raceway. Of course, we're all about racing, and I think we're going to have a couple more VR setups and stuff. We call them VR, but really they're just simulators. 42 seconds left to go. Randy Kirtley out in the lead, 257 total laps. Glenn Burden now taking over second position, 252. Glenn's on his strong lane there, his black lane. Purple going to take a strike. That's Purple's second. Purple. Who did? Oh, Yellow did? Okay. I must have missed it. Okay. Okay, got it. Red has none. I do the best I can. Sometimes I miss them, guys. So I think I got them right now. Green got one, blue got one, yellow got one, purple's got two, black's got one, and orange has got three. And the guys will correct me too when I'm wrong, because I like to run my guns. You guys know that. But I'm going to miss the summer series. It's been a very eventful little series here. But we're coming into the fall series, and the smell of the leaves in the air, and just being cool outside, warm inside. Something to be said about the warmth in slot car racing. Makes the oil smell different. So yellow's going to take a strike there. That's going to be yellow's second strike. And we have amassed quite a few people getting involved in slot car racing in this small area, and that's something that's pretty exciting too. Is I'm excited to see what this year's Four Crowns is going to be. How many people are going to get involved in that? Now it's going to be the same principle as these races here, except it'll be lap based, I believe. I don't think we're going to change it to points because we've done it laps before. So blue's going to take a strike there. That's going to be blue's second strike. But either way, it'll be a fair representation of things to come in the 4 crowns. And kind of lost train of thought there. I'm excited for the 4 crowns, that's for sure. I can't wait to put those crowns on heads again. And I think my brother wants to actually have a really serious banquet for the 4 crowns. Champagne, the whole 9, you know, like they do in real big car racing. And I told the guys, maybe instead of a shirt, we do a jacket, you know, like a what do they call it, a members only jacket type deal. Randy Kirtley in the lead, 281, 277 second place, 269 for Jackson in third. That's your top 3. Robert LaFoon down 10 laps or so, 258, 203 for Gunner, 165 for Cole, and 156 for Gerald Whitaker. But yeah, like I said, you know, maybe we do a members jacket. It'll be wintertime. And right now Jackson's talking at me. But it'll be wintertime, so the guys will probably want a jacket anyway. And I think, you know, those jackets, I've seen my brother when he was racing open wheel modified, they have embroidery on them. You know, it's kind of basic, so you can actually wear the jacket out and do stuff. But maybe we do something like that, because it's not more expensive than a hoodie anyway, and I think it will be something pretty special. I think the guys will like it. Now, it's no cost to the members, you know, as they pay to keep the lights on in here. And we make a little bit extra for me and the wife. And I think it's working out good. Now, nobody gets rich running the slot car track, but that's the same aspect. It's not really about getting rich in this world anyway, but having a good time, I believe, and sharing your love with your friends and your family. And we sure do that here for sure. All of these guys here, we just have a good time, relax, have some good racing, watch some racing on the TV. I've been watching the Porsche Sprint Challenge at Road America all day, and I think it's all done with, but I watched it for a little bit. That'd be a pretty interesting little series to get into. My brother actually going to be, if I'm not mistaken, going to be racing next week or the week after in Bowling Green for the Lemon Series, and they're going to be in a documentary, if I'm not mistaken. So that's going to be kind of cool to see him. Right now, I think he's hanging out with his wife at a concert. So we'll try to live stream that one in Bowling Green if we can. Now, they don't really have good internet over there. We tried it last year, and we had some spotty results, to say the least, using Hotspot. But maybe be able to post the results at the very least and just have some talks over the phone or something with somebody, maybe some Skype or something. Randy Kirtley holding it down. 290 laps. Glenn Burden 288, 280 for Jackson. Robert LaFoon 270. Gunnar Vinder 217. 177 for Cole. 166 for Gerald. We've got 3 cars come off here. And that is orange, blue, and white. Orange, blue, and white taking strikes. My nose is itching. The hay fever season is upon us as the corn's going to start drying out. And, man, I feel like pollen just goes everywhere during that time. Looks like my wife got hit in the leg by a car. Purple going to take a strike. That'll be their first strike. And also, when we move into the new place, we're going to have Outrunners. It's going to be a racer's pass that we're going to get set up here at Lanes Raceway, where basically you buy to get the pass and you get this little board with you, which you get stamped off here at Lanes Raceway. And it gives you like achievements for whenever you run like 1,000 laps on a certain lane and everything. And at the end of it, you end up building yourself a car. So that's pretty cool. Now that's going to be Cole's third strike there. He's going to go ahead and pull his car as you see him exiting over there on the right side. 4 red lights dropping out to green. Here we go. So yeah, right now is probably the best time if you're looking to get into slot car racing. Come in, give us a call, message us on Facebook. We also have birthday parties and stuff if you want to get a little warmed up with some rental cars and stuff here any day but Sunday. So definitely give us a shout because right now is the perfect time to get started. And if you got problems building slot cars or you don't know how to put them together and make them fast and stuff, we do offer that service here at Lanes Raceway. We only charge $20 to build you a car. You ain't going to find that anywhere else. Purple and orange are going to receive strikes here. Both of them, their second strikes. But what's exciting about that is you know, 2 of the top 3 guys right now have cars built by us here at Lanes Raceway. So it goes to show you that we don't slouch when we build, and we do not hold favorites here either. You either win or you lose here at Lanes Raceway. And orange, that's their third one. So that's orange's third. Their wife was asking me. And every time I build one, I try to take the time. Sometimes I'll drill the gears if the guys want it drilled. I'll balance all the stuff and make it as good as it possibly can be for race day. But at the end of the day, you got to race it. So whether or not you make it is really up to you. Now we're going to see Gunner there on purple take his third strike. But I really built a extremely good car for Gunner on the Group 12 class. Man, that thing just went in so good. I had to do a little bit of shaving in the rear portion of the car to get the bushings to fit. We use 6-7 bushings, and they're pretty good bushings, you guys know. And that's going to be green taking a strike there first. But once we got it shaved and we set it by the tire size and we set the gear ratio and stuff up in it, I'll tell you what, Gunner has been a force to be reckoned with. Randy Kirtley has a hard time even staying with him. So, you know, I like those kudos. I like to be able to tell people, hey, we built that here at Lanes Raceway, and it's beating some of the best guys we got here. Randy Kirtley now in the lead, 360 total laps, averaging 72. Lynn Burton in second, 352, averaging 70.4. Jackson Darty, 337, averaging 67.4. Robert LaFoon, 326, averaging 65.2. Gunnar Vender, 264, averaging 52.8. Gerald Whitaker, 197, averaging 39.4. And Cole Farthing, 185, averaging 37. Going to head over here to the strikes, reset those, and head back over to the oval. We'll be right back with you. All right, 4 red lights dropping out to green. We're back at it. Just turned on some more racing here at Lanes Raceway. The old Porsche Challenge series went off, so watching some dirt racing. Last night was the North-South 100. That was pretty cool. Me and Glenn watched a little bit of that. Good racing here as we go down low. A lot of clustering taking place and everybody surviving. Top two up there. Ty got in some action. So white and orange going to take strikes. Round robin 6 of 8. We're 3/4 of the way there. White and red taking strikes. Four red lights dropping out to green. Here we go. Want to make an announcement. You've probably seen it on Facebook. Josh Reinerson's Enduro race the weekend before Halloween. Now, this is not going to interfere with the gauntlet that is Lanes Raceway, Halloween gauntlet that we have for the kids. That'll be on the weekend of Halloween. But that's going to be a $500 Enduro race. Team drawed 25 to enter. Yellow, orange. We got several people getting strikes here. Yellow, orange, purple. And I think red getting a strike. So right now on the block, red, white, and orange getting on the block there. What's that? Oh, well, he don't. I mean, if he picked it up to help somebody out, he hit the button? Yeah, he gets a strike. Yeah, if you hit the button, that's a strike, folks. All right. Nonetheless, like I said, folks, Josh Reinerson Enduro race. It's a teammate race, 4.5-inch DRC. Lexan body. You have to finish the race with the body you start in. These are the rules as of right now. Any gear ratio, but you have to start and finish with that gear ratio. 1 minute intervals within 10-minute heats. So every other lane your teammate has to run. And I'm trying to think if I'm leaving anything out there. But nonetheless, I mean, hey, that's good of Josh Reinerson to offer up $500 purse there. And, of course, Lanes Raceway made a banner for it. So if you win, you'll get to take that banner home with you. It's kind of like a trophy. And then half of the pot is also going to go to top qualifier. And those are some of the big hits there. So it's just kind of a racer appreciation race. And Josh Reinerson was wanting to put it on. So white. What's that? That's 3. Yeah. Orange. That's 3 for orange. Red. That's 3 for red. Purple. That's 2. So that was a big wreck there as it eliminated 3 racers just like that, folks. Right now, Randy Kirtley still in the lead, 416, 404 for Glenn, and Jackson to round up your top 3, 393. But back to Josh Reinerson. So Josh Reinerson started with us about, I would like to say 3 or 4 months ago. He got the full package and everything. Of course, I raced with him when we were younger at Slot City with Dale and Greg. And, of course, I was quite a bit younger then. And, anyways, seeing him come back in here and race with us, we've been having a pretty good time. And, of course, I think he's been biking and camping here lately, which who can blame him with how beautiful it is. But him putting on that race for us is pretty cool. So we'll definitely be doing that here. And I think we might actually have another race. I think Brian Bender was talking about doing a $1,000 race. Now, I don't know if that's still up in the air or not. I'll get more details on that. But he told me it's going to be a brutal race. It's one strike, you're out. So if you wreck one time, that's the only details I got on it right now. If you wreck one time, it's over. So, you know, definitely going to be a scary race to say the least. Now, Black's going to take a strike there. A lot of wrecks happening here in the last couple seconds. But we'll see if that happens. If it does, we'll get a banner made. And I love doing these specialty type races. Brings more attention to Lanes Raceway. Plus, people like winning a little bit of money for showing off their skills here on slot car racing. We're kind of in a little bit of a centralized hot spot for slot car racing, really, if you get right down to it. Heading over to the strikes, let's go ahead and clear this off. And then we'll head back over to the track mate. Randy Kirtley averaging 72 laps per heat. Right now in the lead, 432. He's about 30 laps ahead of everybody. Jackson there, 68 on average, 408. Average 67.3 is Glenn Burden with 404. So Glenn and Jackson right there battling it out. Robert LaFoon, 396. He's right there on their hips, too. 338 for Gunner. He's back a little bit by 60 or so laps. So he's going to be battling with Gerald and Cole. Gerald there, 237, and Cole, 227. So they're 10 laps separate between those two. But everybody here kind of racing their heart out, doing the best that they can do. And that's what you like to see. Now, have I seen worse Fairview IT Management Cup Series here at Lanes Raceway? Well, that's affirmative. Yes, I've seen quite a bit worse. When we had the track turned up to full voltage the first time that we opened, it was literally, we would open the doors, 30 minutes to an hour later, we would start the race, and that race wouldn't be over until we shut down. Now, that was back when we were doing 3-minute heats, too. We had to cut it back to about 2 minutes so we could have more races. And, you know, I know you're like, well, that's taking some of the value of the races out. Really not so much, because at that time we started offering memberships. So as long as you race a lot, the memberships, it's a way better deal. So, you know, we hold more races. They're less time inclusive, I guess you would say, so that you can set down and take you some breaks in between and stuff like that. And then you're not on your feet as long. So I think the trade-off was a lot better. 3 races versus 1 race at 3-minute heats and 3 minutes off. So, you know, we're always trying to fine-tune stuff, give people the best bang for their buck, you know, give them some good prizes for winning, and do some giveaways and stuff like that. Now, of course, we haven't done our giveaway yet. Really, I need to have T go out there. Hey, T, get the tickets for everybody, and let's do our giveaway. I'll figure that out. Just give them their tickets before the race is over. I forgot all about it, folks. We do so much giving away and so much stuff for the racers here. I forget half the time how much stuff we give away. Pink dots, giveaways, cash prizes, track bucks, you know, big checks. The list goes on and on. T-shirts, banquets. It's just a lot of stuff. So if you're looking for a good time and good social activity, this is definitely it. Come on down and hang out with us. We'd love to have you. I see a wreck here. Our first one for the race. 4 seconds in. Got 2 of them. So purple and red. Gonna take strikes. We are open Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Those are the 4 days that we're actually open. We're thinking about opening up another day when we move down into the bigger location, see if we can start adding more days. But you can reach me anytime, even on the days that we're off. So you just give us a call, 270-278-1400. and we'll get you set up with whatever you need. If you want a birthday party, you want some parts, whatever, we'll get you set up. Back to racing. Randy Kirtley in the lead, 446 laps. 2 cars involved in a high bank action there. So you see a little blip by Jackson there to dodge the wreck. He made it through there nice and clean. Looks like that's going to collect 2 people for a wreck here. Yellow and red going to take strikes. Red's second, yellow's first. See a car go to the high outside there. That looks to be the Jawbreaker, I believe. Jawbreaker? Glenn Burden going to take a strike there on white. Also known as the Jawbreaker. We're round robin 7 of 8 right now. And I'll tell you what a race it's been. Oh, 2 people involved in an incident right there after we went green. Red and white. Red's 3. White's 2. So red going to retire out here. Seems to be back and forth between Gerald and Cole here. Rubbing is racing though, isn't it? A little side-by-side action between black and purple there. One of them had to give. So we see yellow taking up to the high side there. I'm sorry, yellow and black. So yellow going to take its second strike. Glenn and Robert pretty close together there. 436, 434. 54 seconds left to go. Third position. Still can lock it in. If you're interested in buying a seat and buying a locked locker at the New Lanes Raceway, you definitely want to give us a call pretty quick because we have limited access to the vault, and it is very limited. So we can get your name on the list. Pricing and stuff has not yet been set. That's left up to my brother, as he'll figure all that stuff out. He's good with numbers and all that, but I will say this, it will be fair. And especially with all of the amenities that come with that. But nonetheless, if you're looking to get involved with that, you definitely want to give us a shout as soon as possible because once they're gone, they're gone. All right, Randy Kirtley there, 504 total laps. He's got one more heat left to go there on White Lane. Just some comparisons here. Randy Kirtley holding it down, 67 total laps on red. He's got the most. Currently right now, 66 laps for Jackson is the most on white. 71 laps the most for Randy on green, 72 on orange for Randy on orange is the most. 71 is a tie between Jackson and Randy and Gunner on blue. 75, Glenn Burden holding it down on yellow lane. 73 tied with Jackson and Glenn for purple, and 79 for Randy Kirtley on black. My phone just buzzed like 100 times. I got to check this out. Minute and 40 seconds. Let me get this stuff reeled back in here. We got a timeout here. And a minute and 30 seconds. I'll be right back with you. 15 seconds left to go. Just check my phone. I got obliterated by my family. Evidently, Gabriel and Chris are at a concert with Keanu Reeves or something. I don't know. They're talking or something. Four red lights dropping out to green. As we get a car coming off completely off the track here. That's going to be a strike on green for sure because I can see it in the floor. So white and red also getting strikes. And who's this other one? It is orange. So big hits. Red all the way down to orange taking strikes. Wow. Okay. Big hits. Four red lights dropping out to green. Here we go. This is the round robin 8 of 8 final heat here. Jackson Daugherty actually doing quite well within 20 laps or so of Randy Kirtley. Robert Laffoon, 490. Wish I could get this chat and stuff working right. By the time we move down there and get some stuff situated, might be able to have some time to look at it. But I've been going as hard as a man can go for probably the past 3 months, and I'm getting pretty tired. So orange lane, gonna take a strike. That's her second. Jackson having a good time. He's over there bouncing. Five seconds left to go in the heat. We got two, yellow and black, taking hits. Jackson is going full loud mode over there. All right, and that's checkers, folks. We'll take over here and look at the track mate, if you can hear me over Jackson. Randy Kirtley, 570 total laps in first position. Second position, Jackson Daugherty, 556. Third place, Robert Laffoon, 537. Glenn Bird in fourth place, 533. Gunnar Vender, 475 there in fifth position. Sixth position, Gerald Whitaker with 261. And Cole Farthing, 227 total laps there in seventh position. What a race it's been, folks, and what a great series we've had here. You see me here representing the Lanes Raceway Spring Series shirt here. You can get these shirts if you're a member. If you're not a member, you have to pay for them, but you have to pay up front. And you have to run a race here at Lanes Raceway. Nonetheless, if you want a shirt, we work around it. So you just have to run a race, basically. So we're hoping to get those Summer Series shirts here before the banquet next week. Now, I don't know if it's going to happen because my whole thing got deleted, as you heard in a previous stream. So I'm going to have to come up with a design maybe by tonight or tomorrow and hurry up and get it shipped. But all of our members will receive those shirts free of charge because they are members. They pay a monthly membership fee here. And as long as they keep it all the way through the series, they get one for free. If not, then they just have to pay for one. Other than that, guys, what a series we've had. Great summer series here at Lanes Raceway. I thank you guys for watching and tuning in and hanging out with us. It's always appreciated. And to all of our guys over the road listening, hello from Donnie. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for participating. Come in, have some fun with us. God bless you. And we'll see you in the next series. It's going to be a couple weeks, but we'll see you in the next series. God bless you guys.